Hey church, it's Pastor Geoffrey with the weekly video blog update for the coming weekend, which is the 14th and the 15th of December as we march towards our Christmas holiday. A few activities this week that I want to make you aware of. It's Wednesday here at the office, and we are going to have our fellowship meal tonight. It's going to be at 6 p.m. at the fellowship hall. We meet there and have a good meal, and it's followed by our Bible study at 7 p.m. Our Bible study is on the book of Hebrews, and so we'll be in Hebrews chapter 10, picking back up on that wonderful book as we march towards the end of that Hebrews Bible study as well. Just a few more chapters to go, but a lot of good content in Hebrews chapter 10, and we're going to dive back in tonight at 7 p.m. And then tomorrow the ladies will be back together for the BSF Bible study on Revelation. That will be at 10 in the morning in the fellowship hall, ladies. So if you're a part of that great study of Revelation, I think you guys are in Revelation chapter 6 as all the action is about ready to go for what we call the day of the Lord. So be a part of that Bible study. And ladies, if you want to jump in and get started with that, you can join at any time. So see Miss Cat, get involved, learn what that great book of Revelation is all about. The only book of the Bible that says you are blessed if you read it. So participate in that Bible study if you can. And then we move into the weekend. We have a couple of activities on Sunday that we want to make you aware of. First is the worship service on Sunday morning. The title of the message is The Example Husband. The example husband. Peter has been applying this principle of humble submissiveness to a lot of different scenarios. Last week we looked at the example wife. We looked at a lady named Sarah from the Old Testament, Abraham's wife, and we drove through what the example wife is all about, her characteristics, and how we really need to focus in on what's really important and how true beauty is on the inside and not on the outside, and that we're not supposed to let the world change who we are, and understand that what God has placed in us, His Spirit, is beautiful. And that's why we sing, Lord, you're beautiful, even though we haven't seen Him. So ladies, if you missed that message, it's probably down here in a link here at Facebook a little bit. You can go down and click that message, or you can hit up our YouTube channel. And if you enjoyed that message and you were able to get it, ladies, forward it to somebody else, a friend, where they might need to know that as well. And so focus in on the most important stuff, right? And so as we turn from the example wife to the example husband, we are going to look at one verse in 1 Peter 3, verse 7, where Peter, the apostle, points that principle of humble submissiveness to the men in there. So the ladies had a chance last week. The men this week can be a very important lesson for the men. We're also going to dive over into Ephesians chapter 5, where Paul says the same thing to a Gentile audience, where Peter is saying it to a Jewish audience. So we want to make sure that we understand the depth that Paul brings to the conversation as well about this principle and how husbands are supposed to love their wives in a particular way. And so that's the message for Sunday morning. Be a part of that, 10 a.m. Great opportunity to learn a little bit more about relationships as we focus in on that going into our Christmas holiday season. And then after the worship service, there's an opportunity to stuff some stockings for the participants, those who live, the residents rather, in the assisted living facility, because we love to give them some gifts around the holidays as well. We haven't been able to be over there as much as we have earlier in the year because of sickness, etc., but we want to make sure that they know that we love them and care for them, and so we're putting together some stockings for them. We'll take them over, the stockings over to them here in the near future, and you get an opportunity to stock some stuffing. So stuff some stockings, let me say that correctly. And so do that after the worship service in the fellowship hall, and then we'll be able to at least send a little love over their way. So that's what's going on here at the church this weekend. So We'll see you at the church tonight if you are able to go, 6 p.m. for that fellowship meal and a Bible study afterwards. And then we'll see you on the weekend here at the church. Hope you guys are having a great week. Love you guys.